Hello, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Widget Inc. So last time we left off, we kind of were building tier 2. Today the plan is to get up to tier 3 here, let that guy start recording or researching, and then we can start getting up to oil filled and those items there. So this game is so good. If I didn't have so much time going into Factorio right now, I would definitely be spending more time with this one. Factorio is this is like idle Factorio. It's amazing. So I'm just slowly building my stuff out. We'll see if we go back into here. We see that we're up to 350 already, and then I have built a few warehouses so we can start getting some storage. We have a little bit extra here. These guys should all be built up and maxed out, and kind of starting to produce a little bit better. I think currently I need spinning widgets, so I don't want to start trying to put them in other places. So we just continue, and really what we're trying to do now is get further up into this. So construction overview, pause construction, all construction projects, and then eminent domain. Eminent domain allows us to kind of pick up things a little bit easier. Really what we're trying to do is long distance upgrades and upgrade status. So those are kind of where we're trying to head to and where I want to get to today. Just because that makes my life a whole lot easier. All right, so we'll just kind of let this guy keep going for a minute. Back into here. More spinning widgets. Just kind of watching it. And now when you're doing this and you're trying to get pushed to that next door, you got to be careful not to start trying to put a bunch of stuff on the into motion to be built, because as soon as you start building things, it starts causing lots of problems. So you don't want to get into a situation where that is causing a problem. So we just kind of wait for a minute. See, we're almost there. We're slowly chugging along. Slowly. All right. So come on. Like all idle games, right? It's a bit slow. Now, like I said, this game is on sale on Steam for like $5. Like I think the introductory offer may still be going. We can go check that real quick. Where's the old Steam page at here? So the old Steam page shows that you can still download the demo. The sale is off, so it is $5 on Steam right now, and that in and of itself is awesome. Like I've got right at 200 hours, give or take a little bit, and then in a $5 game. Like it's all right. So there we go. 2 hours 48 minutes and 34 seconds. Right, a little bit slower than obviously people are going online. I'm not really super worried about that. I'm more worried about just getting having fun with the game. All right, so now the next thing we need to do here is we'll go up here. We have a couple of things here. So I want to put you here. Okay, you can go away. Okay, so that we need glass and we need red capacitors. Okay, we shouldn't need red capacitors. All right, so the first one, I made it angry because I put the first one in. So we'll put this guy here. We'll put the green one up here. Put the red one right here next to it like this. And those don't need to be on the swamp. The oil eventually will need to be on the swamp. So here we go in here. We'll do these guys. We'll get this pressure up. Now this one, you got to get the pressure into the green and then kind of keep it there. This thing here, you just pull this down. Pull it down. So we'll go ahead and get these guys up and moving. Get a little bit more of those guys going. The green guys here. Go ahead. Get some of these guys going. Go ahead. power these back and forth. I probably shouldn't have done all of these guys because it's going to take me a while. Okay. That is going to cause a problem. All right, so put this guy down here instead. So I just need spinning widgets and gyroscopes. And probably let me undo all these, because these are going to cause me massive problems if I don't. Because what will end up happening is this guy is going to need basically the widgets here. This one's a little bit different, so I need, this one's at 14 volts, so 8, 4, and 12. There you go. So basically what you're doing is you're just adding up to get to the 14 points, and then it can start building the other items that it needs. And then it'll just start slowly building stuff up for us. So we'll go in here, we'll do this guy. And back to the first one where we kind of do kind of one of each of them. And then that way, this will start doing that. And then we don't have enough power, so basically back down to here. And we'll just kind of slowly walk through and do what we need to do to get these all going. And then these guys going there, and then the red guy, and then we'll finish these guys off. Like I said, now you gotta make sure that this guy stays up in the green for a minute. All right, so that guy is there. Get those guys going. Get the red guy here going. Now we need to go back in here and we need to go look at these guys. So in a domain, I'm not super worried about that one. Construction overview. Okay. All right. It's not actually set yet. I do need to get. Let's see. I need to get that guy pretty much as soon as we can. And then we want to go ahead and get these guys up here kind of start to be opened. Very helpful. Very, very important. Go ahead, get imminent domain kind of unlocked. And then just kind of go in here. And then, so this is not enough, right? So we can click on here. This shows here. This guy shows that we have enough of these guys. So we just start bouncing this back and forth. And what we're trying to do is get enough points to start getting the things kind of started here. And just play the different silly games until we run out of something or we need something else, or we can go back and do this. That shows we have enough. And these guys are going to start. Oh, it doesn't work to go up. All right, so that guy is going okay there. Back to slapping these guys. Now you do notice that here we need iron ingots. We do need basic widgets. Like we're going to start needing more and more of the stuff from the lower level stuff. And that's where the problem starts to lie, is because you can kill your supply chain really quickly by not having the correct thing and causing it to slow you down. So that guy's all running. All right, so that stuff is all going. And then, yeah, and then what's going to end up happening is now all my green circuits are being captured by these things before they can make it to where they need to go. So, like, these guys have all got basic widgets. They basically just need red. They just need red. Just more fun. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a pause here for a second, see if we can get these things kind of filled in, and then I will be back when we have kind of the construction overview done, and we can keep the other stuff kind of going. We'll talk to you in a minute. All right, we are back with the do the pause construction, get that done, cancel all subscript, all constructions, and then I want to go ahead and go into this guy. We'll see how quickly we can get this one kind of bubble out here too. That will start opening our copper mine. So now if you're playing the demo for the game, which is available on Steam, this is pretty much the end of the demo, is kind of this point. And then you'll get like a little turtle statue. You can build a turtle statue. And then the full game is all of this stuff. So lots and lots of it. All right. So we're going to go ahead about halfway through there. So the pause, the construction menu, right, will show us kind of what we have here. If we want to, like if we can go here and build something new, right, it shows me that it's 92% and that it's slowly getting it built. And then which ones we need for what. Just build some more of these guys like this because we can. Now, the problem with doing this and kind of what I was showing beforehand is that now these guys are going, and this is going to come to a grinding halt because when we're in here and we go up here and we look at this guy, all right, so we need a spinning widget for this, right? Well, if we go to a spinning widget and we look at a spinning widget needs a basic widget. So since it needs a basic widget, what ends up happening is by building these guys here, it actually causes us to do this stuff, right? So we can actually move stuff around here. Like this guy here is at the bottom right now. I can move him back up to the top like this and tell it to try to build it first. The problem is these guys are going to pull all these bits first, and it's going to cause problems because it's pulling stuff out as it's made instead of allowing it to get through to the upper portion, to the actual the highest end widgets that we need. So once you kind of do that, now you can cancel these, and it causes them to kind of get rid of it, and then some of those resources will go back in and then be made into what else you need. So even if I do this and go, all right, we'll get rid of that. All right, so that guy should start moving here again. Once everything kind of gets caught up, we can kind of look in here and kind of see how everything's backing up and where our production is and where it lies at, and trying to get that production moved up. So obviously right now we need reds. So if I go up here and I look at reds, right? So reds, it looks like we're doing okay. Like we have some reds coming in. We have some greens coming in. We could try to go through and kind of build some more of these guys, but that needs red widgets also, so that's not super helpful. So, and it's kind of like I said, it's all about balance. It's trying to push through to get to where you need, as opposed to where what you currently have. So, spend a lot of time sitting here looking at this screen, doing that. The real trick here is to get to this and then long distance upgrades and upgrade status, right? So long distance upgrades, basically what it allows us to do, and hopefully we'll get into that here shortly. And we'll show you all how that one works. It makes life a whole lot easier. Back to waiting. Oh, we're almost there. We're down to 50. 40. Come on, we're almost done there. All right, so that should do that, and then it opens all these guys for us, right? So long distance upgrades. So it needs computational widgets. So we'll need to look into computational widgets here. So as we go up here and look, same thing as before. So we're gonna go ahead and throw down a copper. We'll throw down a copper forge. We'll throw down a plastic extractor, right? But now, if you look at the plastic extractor, and we will in a second, circuit fab, I have to remember how those things are built, right? So we'll go in here to the first one, right? So copper mine, once again, we have this nice little guy here. So we'll go ahead and request one of these guys. So we need 7 of those. Copper refinery, looks pretty familiar. It's like I think we've done something like this before. And then let's see. So we'll just keep getting more of this stuff here. And this is kind of overlapped. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be all right. All right, so we'll do that. Once again, let's go back in here. So automatically starts the copper when full. Definitely want that. Okay, so we'll get that guy going. Get this going. Now, plastic. Now we need oil and we need plastic, right? So we are going to want to probably do this. And if you're trying to figure out how I'm grabbing these things, I'm center clicking, and then that will bring it down. So need more red widgets for that. And then we'll get that guy starting to work. Computational widgets, right? Engrave widget, engrave widget. So you pull this down, and then once you click on that, that kind of moves you up. But we need plastic in order to be able to do it. So plastic. We have basically smash this a bunch until it pressurizes it. It's gotta be, I think it has to be pressurized all the way up, and then as it comes down, it'll do that. And we can't pressurize anymore while it's being extracted plastic. And I think, like, even if I do like this, right? Okay, so you can just partially do it. All right, so that will give us some plastics. Pull this guy down. We'll click on this a couple of times, right? And then pull that. And basically, you have to pull this down once, and then you can push this guy, and we can kind of get one of those guys going. Kind of following the normal thing where we try to get as many of these guys in as we can. All right, we're out of copper. Go figure. And then this one here, we'll go ahead and do that. We need computational widgets for that. So, and then if you look down here, we're missing a bunch of stuff. So we kind of want to let the game kind of get caught up. Get this all working. Get these guys all working, right? And this is where all my red widgets are going right now. All right, that one's done. Get these guys start being built here also. All right, so that should all start working and start working towards what we need to do. Now we can kind of pop this thing open and look, and you can see, like, as things are getting completed, as we'll move around, and it starts from the top and works its way down, but it'll all eventually figure it out. All right, so and then you just basically close this, open it back up, and it'll clear out the ones that have been completed. They need more computational engines. Need more forge attendant. So it needs computational widgets for that. So I'm gonna move this one up to the top just so I eventually get that thing first. Then we need computational widgets. Once we kind of get these things all kind of caught up. And the problem is it's as things are running, it's basically pulling the widgets into things that we don't need right now, so that we're not building up what we need for up here. This will go here. Not enough copper still, right? So, and then so what's happening is we've basically eliminated the amount of copper that we have. So since we don't have enough copper in there to smelt, we're building it. We have it here. We have it saved, but we don't have enough kind of smelt it because we don't have the auto smelter. So this thing needs to get at some point get completed. And then this guy, go ahead and fill these up. Get some more copper coming in. That guy will keep going there. All right, so that one's all melting as much as we can there. the plastic. Pressurize this guy some more. And it's so every level is kind of the same thing where we're trying to get to the end. So once we have all the parts that we need here, we can basically build these things, right? And then unfortunately, this is just a slow process, right? So as it's slowly building those things, and then here we can get in here, and we show that we have these, right? So now we have to do math. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. Is 13, no, 14. Right? And then it's 9. So you got to do quick math. You don't have to do, it's not timed. It's just however long it takes you to do it. That's 9. 3, 7, 2. So we're trying to go through and do that stuff, and then that will kind of give us our bits here that we need. And then that's our auto crafter being built. And then once that gets done, then we can go back and do the same thing here, and then we can kind of start adding more and more stuff. Now the problem is as we go and do these things, we still need to hit the smelter every once in a while, so that it knows we're still there, so that it keeps working. And then all that stuff is going. So now we're back to the waiting game to start building this again. And then it's just rinse and repeat. It's kind of the same thing. There's obviously a little bit of differences here and there. The way stuff is produced, the way things are made, the way things are put together. So it is just working through. All right. And then do that one. Let's do this guy. This is important, right? So I want to do the forge attendant, right? And then if I go back in here to this guy, and then that's the forge attendant, I'm going to move that to the top because that is the most important thing I could be working on right now. All the other stuff is great, but being able to auto smelt to get the stuff out of the forge, very helpful. Let's see, get this guy built, and then get this guy built. And then, oh, we missed him. All right, so we'll go through here, do this. Do this one. Do the plastic one again. Do this one again. And we'll do this guy. All right, so now we got all these guys kind of good here. Get all of them done. And then we get to stop and wait. All right, so we're starting to get a little bit. It's not doing really well, so we probably need to do this one instead. Got to keep making sure we have all the copper smelted. And then make sure we have copper. So it's really just I keep calling it whack-a-mole. It's trying to figure out where the problem sticks its little ugly head up, and then you can just smack it with a mallet and build more of whatever you need. And then that allows you to continue to build what you need to. It's the normal process for any factory building game, any stuff like that, where we're just trying to figure out where the problem lies, so that we can fix it and get more production. A little bit of pressurizing. All that stuff is all pressurized out. That is the auto smelter. So once this thing is loaded, it should auto smelt for us. That one. that should be 20 right there, and then it will start auto smelting. So that auto smelt function is probably, and most levels as you come up have something that you need to kind of have it auto do it so that it will continue to work. And then we just kind of wait until things get caught back up. So let's go here. And let's see, this guy needs computational widgets there. We need 34 of those. This guy needs expands the build menu by showing the total number of frames. That one's useful, but it's not super useful. Not super like, oh my lord, I need to have it. Go ahead and get that one. We're not really worried about those that much anymore. But the long distance upgrades very very helpful. All right, see where we're going here. We just need computational widgets. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go in a computational widget. We're going to see we have lots of stuff, so we're going to do more math. We're going to do more math. We're going to do more math. Look, I'm starting to see a pattern here. Let's see, there's that. So basically, I'm just going to keep doing these until I get. That should have been. Oh, I must have missed something. I lost my brain. Let's see, 5. 5 again. Oh, there we're. Ran out of those things. So now we have more of them. So basically, if you kind of wait until it kind of packs up and then you hit it, then you can kind of grab it. So as we're going through and building stuff, we're just going to keep going through and just kind of keep upgrading, and it'll get faster and faster, and eventually, like these guys will, eventually have all their parts. Now, the one thing I do kind of wish we had. So if I hover over this, it says worker 6 of 6 upgrades 101, right? So I only have 4 workers, and then I have 2 upgrade spots that are being built, but it's not built yet. So it's kind of I guess a misnomer. It makes it look like everything's built, but it's just whether or not you have it completed. Move that up. So just kind of waiting. Lots of waiting in this game, but it's an incremental idler game. You're not going to complete it quickly, especially when you're building large chains of stuff. It will take you a minute. All right, come on. It's so slow. And then we're just build basically the 2 of each of these things left. Now you can't grab it. You can't move that one to the bottom. You can't. There's a lot of stuff that it doesn't really work on. So that one's done. So if we go down here, I can kind of look and see which ones have been upgraded, which ones need upgrading. It looks like for the most part, most of mine are upgraded. I was hoping to see somebody that needed an upgrade. It doesn't seem to want to cooperate. All right, so we'll get these guys. So pretty much all that stuff is done. So there you go. 2 more computational widgets, and then that will help us make computational widgets even faster. All right, and there we're good. So now we have all those researched or built. So what we're going to do is we're going to do kind of the same thing. I'm going to do another one like this, another one like this, another one like this, and then like this. And then we can watch this thing starting to rebuild. Come on. So if I, so basically what I'm going to do is if I control click, it buys the cheapest worker upgrade, right? So now I can do that and do that. And now all these guys are being purchased. All right. So that guy is being built. This guy should be being worked on. He's almost done. Go ahead. We'll do that and then get all those upgraded. Now, if I do this guy here, I go to the bottom one here, and I move it all the way to the top. Because even though that is a more expensive one, I want that one done sooner rather than later. That way we can get stuff loaded in there quickly. All right. Lots of fun. All right, so there's that guy's good. Got one of those guys going. That stuff is going in there. This one is going. That one's all maxed out. This one's working on it next. And then once I kind of get done, they'll kind of. It's one of those things that as you first start out, it's every level. It's slow. It takes a while to get going. The first time I kind of played through in the alpha or the beta, it was kind of I took way longer than I should have. So part of it is just building basically enough to kind of get the momentum going and then moving on. Because, like I said, the further you go into building things, the exponentially more expensive the buildings get. Come on, it's like watching paint dry. Right. Oh yeah. So this guy here too. We want this guy, and then I want to actually move that up to the top. So that one we can move up to the top. The computational widget will get done, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Come here. Finish up. But at least now, like I said, we're to the point now where we're starting to be able to upgrade. We can see where the problem is earlier, or see where problems lie, and get those added and upgraded. So let's go ahead and finish that guy out. So that one should be done. There it goes. So it's done there. You should be, why aren't you? There he goes. All right, so that one there shows I have a little exclamation point next to it saying that I'm missing upgrades, right? And then, like, as we're going, we can go back in here to our tech tree. And if I go down and look at this guy, I can do like this, right? Click that guy. Can go ahead and go in here. Upgrade him. And then, of course, it's eating all my circuit boards. So I can't make any computationals because that slows you down. So, but I think that is what tiers 3 and 4 kind of started. we're gonna go ahead and take a break here until till the next one. As always, if y'all like these, if you want to see more of them, please consider throwing a like on the video. If you have a question, a comment, or concern, you can leave that down below in the comment section. I do my best to try to answer those. I've been really busy lately, so I've been failing some of that miserably. But I will get back to doing that very soon. And then if you want to see more of this, make sure you go ahead and like and comment and all that stuff, and make sure you're subscribed so that you can see more of it as I release them. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go, and we'll catch y'all next time. Y'all be safe. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.